I just saw on my feed that I got a notification that Method Man, some new Method Man dropped Training Day, and we don't do a lot of Method on this channel because his bars. I mean, I love Method Man's flow, but his bars aren't that complex. Prove me wrong, right? Give me some Method Man to check out. I love Method Man, love the flow. Some of his wordplay is good, but I normally don't have to. It's not like Black Thought where there's a lot of deep references or Christian references or Muslim references or Aesop Rock where you got to really dig in with the vocabulary skills and breakdown. I do like Method Man though, so let's get right into it, man. Again, I hope all is well in your corner of the world. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to check out this is Method Man Training Day featuring some cat named Cortez. I don't know who that is, but let's check out some Method Man, see what's going on. It's called Training Day. I wonder. Oh yeah, it's got that Training Day vibe.
I've been going hard on the boulevard, bully bars, gym star, sling blade like Billy Bob, really squad.
Ooh, okay, all right. He came right in. Let's run it back. I don't want to miss any of the bars there. I believe he said bully bars. I've been going hard on the.
I've been going hard on the boulevard, bully bars, gym star, sling blade like Billy Bob.
Ooh, he said going hard on the boulevard, right on the strip, but bully bars, which are the bars in front of your truck that can prevent getting in an accident. He said pimp star sling blade like Billy Bob. I think he talked about Sling Blade. Some movies from what was it, late '90s? I think it was like maybe '96. That's when I was in 8th grade. It's with Billy Bob Thornton. But love the sound of this. Let's let it ride a little bit so we can catch that beat.
I've been going hard on the boulevard, bully bars, gym star, sling blade.
The beat is sick.
Really squad. Shout to P and Havoc, we really mob. Palm slap your
Woo! Shout out to P and Havoc, we really mob. The squad, the wordplay off the mob squad, but also P is Prodigy, who him and Havoc together make up Mob Deep, right?
I've been going hard on the boulevard, bully bars, gym star, sling blade like
Billy Bob.
Shout to P and Havoc, we
really mob.
Slap your head off your shoulders, look like a Millie Rock City.
Oh.
In the city, trappers on city blocks.
He said, I saw palm slap your head off. It looked like a Millie Rock, right? But I like what he said there because he said right after that, city cops. Some of the city cops, inner city trappers on city blocks. A trapper is a person who traps wild animals. They want to get them for their fur or whatever. Obviously, you have the hood urban way of saying like the trap house too, but the way he said trappers, it's a person who traps wild animals. Like a Millie Rock. Trappers are city blocks. Ooh. He said, whoa, what did he just say? Give me top. But if he said flicky pop, right? Calabasas, my city hot. Calabasas is an affluent LA area, right? It's a suburb that's associated with like Hidden Hills, I believe, is right there, but it's a really affluent neighborhood. I believe it's a very large gated community as well. And then he was talking about give me props. Said he met some chick and she gave him top, which is that dome, the dome.
Really squad. Shout to P and Havoc, we really mob. Slap your head off your shoulders, look like a
Millie Rock.
City cops. In the city, trappers on city blocks. Flicky pop, faster than Calabasas, my city hot. Give me props. In the top Sordo, she give me top. Semi-auto shot like a first impression, forget me not.
Ooh. That might be a little harder to break. He said, give me props. And he's in the tops auto. She give me top, right? But then he said semi-auto shot. And I didn't catch after that. But I think it was like a first impression, forget me not. Forget me not, when you hear of forget me nots, most people my age would think of the flowers, right? So it could be a little meaning there. But a first impression, right? You never forget a first impression. There's no such thing as another chance at a first impression. Maybe the same with his semi-auto shot. Let's listen.
Hot, give me props. In the top Sordo, she give me
Top.
top. Semi-auto shot like a first impression. Forget me not. I accept the challenge, no bow wow. That's a dub.
The Bow Wow challenge, damn. But anyway, I like what he said because you'll never forget a first impression. And maybe he doesn't miss a first shot, right? Let me just hear it one more time.
I accept the challenge, no bow. Shot like a first impression, forget me not. I accept the challenge,
Pow,
no
pow.
bow wow. That's a dub singing that Mac 10. They
Ooh,
bow down, kowtow, Japanese term. My people
Bow Down. That was the debut album for West Side Connection. Funny, that was in the night. You could just tell the age of these rappers because of their references, right? Bow Down was like in '96, bro. I was in 8th grade, transitioning to high school. But anyway, also the Forget Me Not. I wanted to say there's a meaning behind it. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's respect. Which actually, bow down. Right? Look at the wordplay there, because bow down is a sign of respect as well. Sick wordplay.
question, forget me not. I accept the challenge, no bow wow. That's a dub singing that Mac 10. They bow down.
Yeah.
Kowtow.
WC, that's Dub C, right? And Mac 10 and Ice Cube were members of West Side Connection that have the song Bow Down, or the album, their first one, Bowed, yeah. So that's sick. West Side Connection reference, but also the Bow Wow challenge. That's when Bow Wow was like on a commercial flight, and he was like on social media saying he was in a private jet, private limo, and people are like seeing his tweets and then seeing him on a commercial flight, like, "Ooh, this boy lying." And then became the Bow Wow challenge because people started they'd buy like a little toy car and they're washing it in the shower, and it looks like you're washing a Lamborghini or something, but then you zoom out and it's like the toy car in the shower. It started being like tricks, how you're fronting and you're really just bullshitting. That was the Bow Wow challenge.
No bow wow. That's a dub singing that Mac 10.
They bow down.
Kowtow, Japanese term. My beef is round round. SoundCloud, I smoke in the booth. It's how a cloud sound.
Woo! Right, SoundCloud. That's that. SoundCloud is where you could upload all your music and people could check you out for free, or explore new artists, if you would. But he's saying he smokes in the booth. All right, that's how a cloud sounds. Just a wordplay with SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, I smoke in the booth. It's how a cloud sound. And I don't smoke no Reggie, won't smoke, I'm ready. My flow is heavy like broken levees or broken cherry.
Oh, he's not. He said, "I don't smoke no Reggie. You want smoke? I'm ready." The wordplay there. He's saying, "I don't smoke no Reggie." He's talking about that Reggie Bush, right? That regular ass weed. Most people want dro or different variations of dro or different strands, if you would, if you're really into weed. But let's look at how he played it. You don't want to smoke that Reggie, but also you don't want smoke. Like, you don't want that beef. But he was just done talking about Japanese beef, right? Just so the wordplay is sick. You really got to stay on par, stay on beat with him.
SoundCloud, I smoke in the booth. It's how a cloud sound. And I don't smoke no Reggie, won't smoke, I'm ready. My flow is heavy like broken levees or broken cherry. I'm on a mission, but this mission ain't missionary. Not my position, I put the diction in dictionary.
Oh, no, I gotta run that back. We missed so much. He's dropping bars every sentence, right? He said, "My flow is heavy like broken levees or broken cherries," right? A broken levee. A levee breach is when the levee actually breaks away. It leaves an opening and water comes in and it will flood the land, right? Or the surface can break, which can actually cause a levee breach or a levee to break. But when he said broken cherries, I believe he's talking about the term when you pop someone's cherry, it means you're breaking their hymen. It's a way of taking someone's virginity, right? So maybe he's saying like his flow is heavy, but the flow is also heavy from menstrual bleeding because she's of age because he popped her cherry, or she's bleeding because he just popped her cherry, which could happen but doesn't always happen. Sick with it. Man, let's run it from the. I want to hear it. I gotta stop so much for the breakdown. Sometimes I just want to vibe out because this is my first time hearing the song as well.
I've been going hard on the boulevard, bully bars, gym star, sling blade like Billy Bob, really squad. Shout to P and Havoc, we really mob. Slap your head off your shoulders, look like a Millie Rob. City cops, in the city, trappers on city blocks, flicky pop, faster than Calabasas, my city hot. Give me props, in the top Sordo, she give me chops. Semi-auto shot like a first impression, forget me not. I accept the challenge, no bow wow. That's a dub C in that Mac 10, they bow down. Cowtown, Japanese term.
My beef.
Round, SoundCloud, I smoke in the booth. It's how a cloud sound. And I don't smoke no Reggie, won't smoke, I'm ready. My flow is heavy like broken levees or
broken cherries.
I'm on a mission, but this mission ain't missionary. Position, I put the diction in dictionary.
Yo, he's still talking about sex. He said, I'm on a mission. But this here mission and missionary, right? That's when you're, he's talking about sex, popping cherries. Missionary position is a guy on top, girl on bottom, right? It's like your most basic sexual move. But he said that's not my position, right? Also talking about missionary position, but I put the diction in dictionary, but put the dick in, right? Because he's popping cherries, right? But diction. Sick wordplay.
My flow is heavy like broken levees or broken
cherries.
I'm on a mission, but this mission
and a missionary.
Not my position. I put the diction
in dictionary.
The homie swerve out. We had to learn routes. Pull up, iron get left. He getting burnt out. Dip had the muscle strength. We giving workout.
See, he said the lift, right? Roll up, the homie swerve out. He learned routes, right? He's talking about, is he a Lyft driver or whatnot? Said pull up, but I ain't get lift, right? Lyft driver, but also lifted because he's rolling the herb up.
The herb up, the homie swerve out. We had to learn routes. Pull up, iron get lift. He getting burnt out. Dip had the muscle to strip. We giving workout, yeah. This what you heard about all day. Giving workout, yeah. See, we make the weight in a major way. Paper plates and razor blades. Welcome to training day. Yeah. See, we whip the pot, watch it turn out. Block, click on the first now. All day giving workout.
Park Hill Billy, like Meek Millie, so Philly with it. Really it's worth the game, I go Gilly with it.
Bro, see the difference between artists, right? Whoever that cat is, he just said, yo, the flow is good. I get what you're saying, but you ain't have to decipher that shit, right? Method Man, he's still, the wordplay is sick, right? That's what we're looking for. It's not just, the flow is cool. I expect it to be. You Wu-Tang, bro. Right? The flow is sick. I want to catch the bars, bro. He's at that next level right now.
Really with Philly, so Philly with it. A Millie spend it.
And he said Meek Millie, so Philly with Meek Mill is from Philly, I believe. But what did he say? Park Hill Billy?
Park Hill Billy, like Meek Millie, so
Philly good with
a Millie spend it. It's worth the game. I go Gilly with it, really with it. Bite the hand and get slapped silly with it. Illy Park Hill Billy, like Meek Millie, so Philly with it. A Millie spend it. It's worth the game. I go Gilly with it, really.
Bro, I don't. This could be sick. Either he's sick writing or sick me listening, and I can pull out and put together different bars here, but. He said a milli, right? Spend it. It's worth the game. I go gilly with it, right? A milli, obviously, he's talking about a million, but a gilly, you don't hear that option. I don't know if there's urban terminology that it's going over my head. But for me, a gilly is somebody who's a servant. When you're fishing, you're hunting, you're trying to hunt for deer or whatnot. He also said it's worth the game, right? Again, you're hunting game. But also gilly is somebody who's a servant while you're hunting. I don't know if a lot of people are catching that wordplay. Is it me or am I reaching? Because I don't know if it makes sense otherwise, unless gilly's got a different urban definition.
Click on the first now, all day giving workout. Park Hill Billy, like Meek
Millie, so Philly with it.
A Millie spend it. It's worth the game. I go Gilly
with it.
Really with it. You bite the hand and get slapped silly with it.
Ooh! Don't bite the hand that feeds you, bro.
Really with it. You bite the hand and get slapped.
Silly with it.
Illy with it. I handle bars. Right, Papa Willie with it.
Ooh, handlebars, like he riding a bike, right? You popping a willy, but also bars that I'm spitting, right? I'm spitting that hot fire. I am not a rapper.
A milli spend it, it's worth the game. I go gilly with it, really with it. You bite the hand and get slapped, silly with it, illy with it. I handle bars, right?
Papa Willie with it. Ooh.
My city image, New York fitted, my city get it, and my city bust if you cross a line in my city limits.
Yo, the wordplay there, right? He said my city. Let me hear it one more time. I think he said my city image, New York fitted, right? A New York fitted hat. City get it, right? But he said my city bust. Let's hear it.
With it, I handle bars, right? Papa Willie
With it.
My city image,
New York my city get it, right?
My city bust if you cross a line in my city limits.
Ooh, bro, that's wordplay, right? If my city bust if you cross the line in my city limits, right? So think about that. You cross a line and you have the city, the physical limitations of the city, right? But also crossing someone over in a situation will get you bust on and shot, right? My city bust if you cross the line. But also think about it. He's from New York, right? Jaywalking is against the law in New York, right? So think about it. My city will bust if you cross the line. No, I think that's reaching. That would have been dope, though. He could have taken it even further, right? If you cross the line or you're out of line and you cross the line in his city limits, the city will bust you. It's called jaywalking, right? That could have been, I don't know if he's going that deep. That's something I would expect from like a Black Dot or so. Method Man is capable, though. He is capable.
My city get it, and my city bust if you cross a line in
my city limits.
I kill it, scale it without the cap, and it's still a pillage, still a
The pillage is normally thought of during war, but you're looting, you acting dumb, right?
City limits. I kill it, scale it without the cap, and it's still a pillage, still a realist. I got the will, Uncle Phil can feel it.
Ooh, I got the will, like he has the will to achieve, but also got the will like Will Smith, right? The Uncle Phil reference.
The pillage, still a realist. I got the will, Uncle Phil can
feel it.
Godzilla sparring with Kong on an episode of Animal Kingdom starring your mom. Got
treated, right? Oh, your mom joke, right? He said something about the bong. Godzilla sparring with Kong. He said he's chilling watching Animal Kingdom and it's starring your moms, right? Treated.
On an episode of Animal Kingdom starring your moms. Got so many classics. I might just fart on the
got him.
Sparking with a Tommy like Cheech talking to Chong back.
Cheech and Chong.
Yes, I'm back with them bombs. The phenomenon. P.S. Send them back where he's from. That's an M to the E.F.
Ooh.
Black as my lungs. These
math.
Back to pull me back somewhere in back of the slum.
Yo, roll a herb up, the homie swerve out.
Yo.
Pull up.
It's a good old hip hop right here.
Had the muscle to strip. We giving workout.
Yeah, that was at the last verse. Who is dude? Oh, Puerto Rico face. You got a little belly, bro. You a little thick. Now watch some snacks when you smoke, buddy. Yo, that was nice. I love hearing old hip hop. There's something when you hear certain artists, there's a caliber that you expect a certain type of flow, and Method Man will bring it. Man, if you're a fan of real music, some good hip hop, and you like the intense breakdowns and getting really into the context and what they're really saying, man, show some love. Like the video, subscribe. There's no gimmicks here. We're not in all these intros and all. We ain't with all that. We're breaking down the bars, right? Let's get it, bro.